So today we're going to be doing section 6.3 where we're proving that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So if a quadrilateral sides, angles, and diagonals have certain properties, it can be shown that the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. The properties of parallelograms in algebra can be used to find the lengths of some sides and measures of some angles of parallelograms. So here are some theorems that we are going to use to prove that it's a parallelogram. So in theorem 6.8, if both pairs of opposite sides of quadrilaterals are congruent, then the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. If an angle of a quadrilateral is supplementary to both of its consecutive angles, then the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. And theorem 6.10 is if both pairs of opposite angles of a quadrilateral are congruent, then the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. And so this is kind of going backwards from what we've done already about proving that something is a parallelogram, like when it is a parallelogram anyways. And so we know that if these are true, we know it has to be a parallelogram. So here's the first example. So in a quadrilateral, so anytime they say that, I like to just go ahead and draw any type of a quadrilateral here. And so I'm just going to label this W, X, Y, and Z. And so the order when we go around in a circle does matter. It has to stay in this order. So that means that W has to be next to X, X has to be next to Y, and Y has to be next to Z, and then Z has to be next to W, and it goes around like that. So they tell us that W is 42, X is 138, and Y is 42. We need to find the measure of angle Z. Well, the measure of angle Z, I know that this adds up to 360 because there's four sides. So 360 has to equal the measure of angle Z plus 42 plus 138 plus 42. And what we're going to end up getting when we solve everything to the other side is that 138 is going to be equal to the measure of angle Z. So I'm just going to write that in, 138. And at this point, I've got opposite angles are congruent. So this means that it is a parallelogram. And so I like to get in the habit of stating which theorem I know makes it a parallelogram, and then I also write the word parallelogram just to be sure.